Hey y'all, my name is Mare. Welcome back to my Disney YouTube channel, Magic with Mare. Today, I thought that it would be fun to share my Disney College Program bucket list with y'all. So everything that I want to accomplish during my DCP, which is happening very, very soon, pretty much in a few days now. By the time this video goes up, I will be on my way to Florida. So I am ecstatic to share this with y'all and to kind of give y'all an idea for what to add to your bucket list or things that you must do at Disney that maybe necessarily aren't Disney World. I do have a lot of things in my bucket list that are pertaining to the 4 parks, but I also have a lot from surrounding areas, so I've broken it up into sections. This will all be dependent on COVID. I guess we should go ahead and just set a precedent right now. There are going to be a lot of things that I'm not sure if I'm going to actually be able to do them just because of the nature of the world right now, but if these things are operating and running by the time my program ends, I am definitely going to try to do them. Starting off with general parks items, the first thing that I want to try to do is 4 parks in one day. I want to park hop all the way around Disney World. I've never done it before and it sounds exhausting but also really fun, and I think it'd be really fun to vlog something like that. I also want to rope drop all 4 of the parks, which my sleep schedule says absolutely not because I just woke up at like 8 o'clock this morning and that is very hard for me. So I don't know how I think I'm going to get up earlier and go rope drop and be exhausted all day, but I've done it before, but not for all 4 of the parks, so I definitely want to do that during my program, maximize the magic for each day. You know what I'm saying? The next thing that I want to do, sort of generally speaking about the parks, is the holiday parties, which I guess could be related to Magic Kingdom, but whatever. I don't have an organization system that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. I want to attend the holiday parties, and this year I know that Mickey's Not So Very Scary Halloween Party. Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween Party is not happening this year due to COVID-19, and so they're doing something called Boo Bash instead. I'm not quite sure I want to spend the money on Boo Bash yet, but I will see what my schedule looks like and sort of plan around it. I would love to go if I can, but it's just sort of gonna have to happen more last minute. And of course, going along with the holiday parties, I really want to attend Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Mickey's Very Merry, what is it called? Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party, is that what it's called? I am so bad at these names. It's a lot for me. Okay, so I want to go to Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party because I have never been to any of the parks during the holidays. I think I went when I was too young to remember it for Halloween, but I've never seen Halloween or Christmas at Disney World, so that's something I'm so excited to do this program and to be able to go to like New Year's, and I'm sure I'll be working most of these events, but just to be in Disney around the magic at these times is going to be so special. I can't wait to see all the fall decorations, all of the Christmas decorations. I am so excited. Now moving into the individual parks, some of the things that I want to do in Magic Kingdom include Cinderella's Royal Table, which is the dining location inside Cinderella's castle. I really want to go there, feel bougie for the day, feel like a princess, eat with the princesses, and just be able to see that view from the Magic Kingdom castle, from Cinderella's castle. I think it'd be really, really fun and definitely a memory that I would cherish. This next one's very specific, and that is I want to retake my casting photo because the one I have from the previous CP that I did, I was too busy crying because I saved it until the last day in the parks because I didn't know it was going to be my last day in the parks, and so my picture is not the best, and so I want to actually get dressed, have my name tag, all that stuff, and take a picture by the casting door because those are my favorite pictures on Disney Instagram. So I am very excited to take my own, get a second chance to do that. And then one that I'm not sure if I can do based off of COVID-19, I think they might have gotten rid of this, but it's a Pirate's Adventure. I think that it's like a scavenger hunt sort of thing that takes place in Adventureland, but I'm not quite sure. I just know that people have told me, Meredith, you need to do a Pirate's Adventure, and I was like, okay, so I added it to my list and hopefully it will come back if it is gone. I don't know. I don't know all the details. I'm sorry. This is an organized mess over here. Next, I want to get pixie dusted. So they have a little pixie dust that they can sprinkle you with in one of the shops in Fantasyland, and I want to get pixie dusted because I love pixie dust. And the very last thing that I want to do in Magic Kingdom is become a galactic hero. So this is getting the top score on Buzz Lightyear's Space Ranger spin, and I am very, very bad at Buzz Lightyear. Even though I like to say I'm good and I talk a lot of talk, I am actually not good when it comes to playing the game, but I have a really competitive spirit. I am going to learn how to become the world's best galactic hero, and I will, by the end of my program, become a galactic hero. I want to be a galactic hero, and so I'm setting my mind to it right now. Next, I want to talk about Epcot. So I only have two things that I want to do in Epcot, and that is to, one, go to all the festivals that are there during my program. One thing that I loved doing my last program was doing the scavenger hunts, where you got a board, which is like right here actually. You got a board and you went around the different countries in the World Showcase, and you found different little items that signified something on your map. So you would have to go find them and get the corresponding sticker to match with the country. I have so much fun doing that. I love scavenger hunts, so I am very excited for the future festivals because they will have even more scavenger hunts. I know that Food and Wine has one featuring Remy from Ratatouille. My man, I love Remy, so I'm really excited to do his scavenger hunt, and I don't know what the one for Festival of the Holidays is, but I will definitely be doing it because I love scavenger hunts. The very last thing that I want to do in Epcot is eat and drink around the world. This is a staple, but I want to get one beverage and one food item from each country. I'll probably have to do that with a friend because I am not going to be able to, one, afford or be able to consume all of that, but I am definitely very excited to try all the different offerings from around the world because I've never done it before. In Hollywood Studios, I have a singular item that I am even scared to bring up right now because I don't know if I want to do it, but last program, I conquered my fear of rock and roller coaster. Was it a voluntary experience? Absolutely not. My roommates dragged me on rock and roller coaster on our last day because they were like, Meredith, it's now or never, and I was like, fine, like I'll go. Even though I'm really scared, I don't do well with going upside down. I don't like rides in the dark. I'm not a big fan of Space Mountain. I don't like being in the dark on a roller coaster. That's not my preferred experience. I don't really love scary roller coasters in the first place, so knowing that it's in the dark and it goes upside down is just too much for me to handle. And then when you're at rock and roller coaster and you see all these people getting shot off into the darkness, you're like, well, that's gonna be me in a minute. So I don't love scary rides, but I did rock and roller coaster with my roommates and I came out of it alive. Disney is safe, all the rides there are safe, and I knew that, but I just didn't want to get on that ride because it really makes me scared. And so we're gonna have to go next door and go to Tower of Terror during my program, and I do not want to do it, but I want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, I have FOMO. I want to experience Tower of Terror like everyone else does, but I am just so scared, especially because the thing that I hate most in rides is when they go like up and down and up and down and up and down. And even though I might scream my head off the entire time during the ride, I just want to do it. So I'm going to conquer my fear of Tower of Terror during my program. Mark my words now. The last park that we have to cover is Animal Kingdom, and I have two things on this list. And the first one is to go to Rafiki's Planet Watch, which is where you can do sort of animation classes. And I think there's like a petting zoo and sort of things. It's like inside of Animal Kingdom and it takes a little while to get there. I think you have to take a train, and I just never had the opportunity to go during my last program because I thought I would have more time and I just didn't. So I definitely want to make that a priority for this program. And the other thing that I want to do is complete my Wilderness Explorer badge when I am in Animal Kingdom, which is this handbook that you can go around the park and talk to different wilderness explorers, and they tell you a little about the animals and the scenery around you, and you learn a lot, and you also get a really cool sticker out of it. I also have a few photo spots within the parks that I probably should have just talked about during the parks, but specifically I want to take photos at the Purple Wall in Tomorrowland and Magic Kingdom, the Hubgraphs, and I also want to get a balloon picture on Main Street where you hold all the balloons. I really want one of those. They're really cute every time I see them. So yeah, those are my park specific items, and now let's launch into different resort items that I have. Generally speaking, I want to visit every single resort that I have not yet. I think I did a good job of going to resorts last program. I think I maybe went to 10. I went to Port Orleans, obviously, because I worked there. I went to Pop, I went to Art of Animation, I went to, I think, All Star Movies. I did a lot within my program, but I want to go to every single resort that I have not gotten the opportunity to, so that's definitely on my list. And I also want to have a staycation with some of my friends during my program at one of the resorts. I don't know which one yet, but whatever we're feeling in the moment will probably be where we stay. Definitely want to do that. I also have a couple restaurants that I want to eat at within the resort. So at the Contemporary, I would love to dine at Chef Mickey's. I did go to Chef Mickey's sometime as a kid, so that is something that I want to relive. And I also really want to go to Ohana at the Polynesian. I've heard great things about it, and I know that before COVID you could actually meet Lilo and Stitch, which sounds so much fun to me, so I want to meet Lilo and Stitch. Hopefully we'll have the opportunity before our program ends. At Fort Wilderness, I want to go to Hoop-Dee-Doo Revue, and this is sort of a fried chicken place that it's got a lot of entertainment and atmosphere, a lot of plaid and flannel, so I will be bringing my best flannel to specifically wear there. I want to go for the experience because it looks like a lot of fun. If you have not heard of Hoop-Dee-Doo, definitely look up some videos because it looks like a very, very immersive experience that I can't wait to have. The last restaurant that I want to go to at different resorts is Beaches and Cream at Yacht and Beach Club, which I have been to, but specifically, I want to conquer the kitchen sink there, which is a giant ice cream bowl. So I'm gonna need to recruit some friends to help me with that, but I want to conquer the kitchen sink. Lastly on my resorts list is a monorail and a Skyliner crawl, which I've talked about a bit in some of my videos, but basically I want to go to all the resorts attached to the monorail by taking the monorail, and I want to go to all the resorts attached to the Skyliner by taking the Skyliner, which I think I have done the Skyliner trail, but I don't know if I did it all in one day, so I want to do it all in a single afternoon. Next, I have a few things that I want to do at Disney Springs. So the first is the AMPA cars, which I believe is about $100 to do, but it's basically cars that you can drive on water, and that just sounds really fun to me and definitely an experience unlike any other that I've had. So I want to go drive on the water in Disney Springs and say ka-chow, so I'm going to do that. I also really want to try Gideon's and Everglazed, which are two of the new restaurants, I believe, in Disney Springs. I don't think they were there last time I was there. So Gideon's, I believe, is not a coffee shop. Everglazed is like a coffee donut shop, and I think Gideon's is sort of a chocolatey shop. So very excited. I love sweets. I love Disney Springs. Can't wait to try all the snacks there. And my last category for my bucket list is sort of other Disney. So things that aren't necessarily in the parks or at Disney Springs. So the first thing that I want to do is to visit both of the water parks, so Typhoon Lagoon and Blizzard Beach. I did go to Blizzard Beach last time, but Typhoon Lagoon wasn't open yet, so I do want to go there. I also want to go to Mickey's Retreat, which is a cast member experience. I believe there's a pool and just some land that you can hang out, maybe have a picnic at with some of your other cast members. I want to do putt-putt, which I will hopefully be doing within the first few weeks of my program because Michaela is very adamant about that. I also want to go on a backstage tour, which they do offer to college program participants, and I did do a few of them last time that I definitely want to do different ones this time. I think I went on a Pandora tour last time and it was super cool. Definitely highly recommend it if you are a college program participant and you have access to the backstage tours. Do them. They're so cool. I also, of course, want to make a magical moment for a guest. I did get to do this on my last program, so I definitely want to do that again and as much as humanly possible because I love making magic. That's a big part of why I want to do the program again. The very last thing that I want to do is to pick up a shift at another location because I did do that my last program and I feel like I learned a lot from that experience, so I definitely want to be able to do that again. So that is it for my DCP bucket list. Let me know in the comment section if you have anything on your CP that you are dying to do or that you did do in a previous college program. I would love to know what to add to my list specifically. And thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it. It would really support me and my channel, and also subscribe down below if you're interested in seeing all of my fall college program adventures happening very, very soon. I also have all my social medias linked down below if you are interested in connecting with me elsewhere, and until the next video. Bye y'all!